Last night, we took a look at the local teams in the IHSA football playoffs as brackets were revealed. Now let's take a look at where the 8-man teams that will be competing for the state title from our area will be going as playoff season is upon us. We'll start with the 2-seeded Amboy Clippers coming off an unbeaten season. They get to host as the higher seed, taking on 15th-seeded Hiawatha in the first round. The Clippers outscored their opponents 437-96 this season and have a lot of momentum coming into their opening round matchup after a 52-6 win over Polo on Friday night. It's the first time that the Clippers went undefeated since 1984. And as for the Hawks, they come in at 4-5 after an up-and-down season. They face a tough team in the first round. We'll see if they play the role of spoiler this week. And over to the 3-seed now, the Milledgeville Missiles. They get the 14th-seeded Orangeville Broncos in a Week 4 rematch that saw the Missiles walk away victorious. The Missiles come into the playoffs at 8-1 with their lone loss coming to the 2-seeded Clippers. Another offensive powerhouse here as the Missiles put up a whopping 464 points this year, scoring 60 points once and 70 points twice this year. The Broncos were able to turn things around drastically from last year after a 1-8 season. Orangeville finished 5-4 on the year. However, they didn't play a Week 9 game due to a forfeit from Quest Academy, so an extra week of rest for the Broncos could be something to keep an eye out for in this one. And our final two 8-man teams in the playoffs feature the 6-seeded Polo Marcos taking on the 11th-seeded West Prairie. Marcos' two losses came to Milledgeville and Amboy, but besides those two games, the Marcos dominated their opponents this year with their closest win only being by 4 points. The Cyclones of West Prairie finished 6-3, only scoring 218 points on the year, so not a dangerously high-scoring team, but it should be a good battle out there. And the 10-seeded Sobos of South Beloit also finished 6-3 on the year. The Sobos started hot, winning their first 5 games of the year before losing 3 of their final 4. Despite going 4-0 in conference play, the Sobos will take a long trip down in state once again to take on the Flanagan Falcons, who almost was the complete opposite of the Sobos. They started off losing 2 of their first 3 games, but have won 6 in a row, including a 42-6 win over the Sobos back in Week 8. The regular season may be coming to an end, but the action is just starting to heat up as playoff season gets underway.